Okay, hello, good evening, and welcome. It's Monday. That means it's Marcom and copywriting and all sorts of other things Monday. But mainly we seem to be doing copywriting recently, so let's call it Copywriting Monday for the minute. Let me just check that I might be going out, because that always makes me happy. And I think we are. Hang on. Okay. Yes, we are. Brilliant. Okay, so let's get straight to it. Let me just resize this, and hang on, I need to take that off. I should remember that, and I need to take that off, and oops, and there we go. Okay, so this is going to be another single concept show, and it's going to be kind of moderately hard, so let's see how we get on. So this is basically words that matter. So, people have lots of different, formulas and stuff for, how they do copywriting, the structure and power words and all sorts of things. But for me, it's always really about the emotion. And, one of the most important emotions is desire. So there used to be, there still is actually, a phrase called ADA, which was, if I can remember it, which was attention, interest. I think it was interest. Oops. I'm not sure it was desire, but anyway, and action. So it's something like that, and that's okay. And obviously people are very, keen, to get step one, which is attention. But the trouble is that, hey, or, banana eats alien, or some other Sunday at times thing, they're great for attention. But the trouble is that they're not really congruent with anything. So when people get past that and they find out that it isn't about, banana eats alien, not sure how that's supposed to be spelled, or that hay isn't really, a life, what's the word? Anyway, life shattering. Then it kind of has the opposite effect, because people are then annoyed that you got their attention under false pretenses. And also, if people are going to be, ad blind, for want of a better word, then, things that are, obviously false from the beginning are probably not going to be that fantastically responsive. Or if they are, then the next thing has to be, super bang on. That's basically what I've got against those sort of things, is that they're basically lying as the first thing that you're doing to get attention, and that's not really what we want, because the thing that we most want is desire, because without desire, nothing else matters. I can do 99% off. Now obviously I'm trying to flog you something, the BS radar's instantly up, and I don't want it, because 90%, 99% off of what? And why is it 99% off? What's wrong with it? And and what and how why does it matter to me? So there's 101 things wrong with that. So that doesn't create desire. So what can we do to create desire that is congruent? That's kind of the mission. Okay, so obviously our first step here is going to be the congruent thing, because congruent with what? Well, congruent with your offer. So in terms of your offer, I don't even care yet what it is. My initial thing is Wi-Fi FM. What's in it for me? Why should I care? Okay, and that's what I want you to to do. So if you can tune in to my problem, within the first like 5 words, and that problem matters to me, then we're on a better level footing. And when I say problem, it doesn't have to be a problem. It could be a dream, an aspiration, a goal, a niggle, something that was has been in my way, that was solved an obstacle, power play, any of these sort of things. Hope. It could be freedom from something. Those kind of things would tend to get me excited. That what you might have might be relevant to me. Okay, so then the other thing is obviously your offer is about something, and it has a particular value, and it helps a particular people. So that's really what we want to do. But again, we don't really want to do the it's a good formula, but we don't really want to do solve the X in the Y, even if you Z. I mean, it's a great formula, but no matter how we fill that in, it's going to be kind of cheesy and crap and BSy, because it's in that kind of speak, it's in that kind of vernacular where it's just not trustworthy. So although that may spell out what it is and who it's for and all that kind of thing, it's still not really exciting. So in order to progress this conversation any further, we need to know what the offer is. And as you haven't told me your offer, I'm going to use mine, because otherwise I've got nothing to talk about. So, but you'll see in that the way I'm approaching it, the way I do it, and you can just apply everything to your particular offer. And also, we need to know who it's for, and some other secret sauce factors in a minute, if we get to them. If we have time to get to them, I should say. So, let's work that out. So, which one am I going to do? So I've got a product called Christmas Frenzy, which is basically aimed at e-commerce owners, or anyone with anything to sell, to be honest. But in particular e-commerce owners, because they're easy to target. Because we know the kind of platforms that they use. That means that they're into e-commerce. So Christmas Frenzy is basically about selling more. Okay, that's basically what it's about. And what Christmas, I suppose we should say. And what this what we're doing here is that the ad is going to take them straight to a webinar, an automated webinar, and that basically will give them results in advance, but it will prepare them for the full version of Christmas Frenzy. So I'm giving them a part of Christmas Frenzy for free. They see how useful it is, they see that it's real, and then they're in a position to know that they should buy the full one. But so what I'm selling is to get them to go to this free webinar. So the problem now is as we kind of hinted at, saying free webinar or anything like that doesn't help, because there's no desire in there, and it's not attention seeking. There's no desire in it. It's not interesting, etc. So how do we make this free webinar exciting for e-commerce owners? So if we do anything like another common power tip is to use figures. It's a 300% more sales, okay, or whatever, but again, instantly it sounds like something horrible. So we need to decide what the value is in it for them, okay. And I think we discussed the other one in another show, but I think we came up with I think this was for the full webinar or the sales letter or something, and it's basically was something like are you ready for Christmas? I think it was just that, actually, but it could be, are you ready for Christmas sales? But again, sales could be horrible for the Christmas rush. So we could say something like that, and that's not bad, and it's a question, and it's got intrigue in it, and it implies what it's about, and it's something that they should want. So if they're an e-commerce owner, obviously they want more sales. They know that there's a rush on Christmas. It could be the time when you do 90% of your income or something could just be at that season. And are you ready? Sounds like that there's a way to be ready, and they're probably thinking, I don't know if I'm ready or not. So we've got their attention. They know what it's about. It's something that they probably want, and they know that they want it. That's the big thing. Okay, they know that they want it. They know Christmas is coming up, and they know that they can, are in a position to sell more, so they know they want it. And that's one of the big things, is that they must know, they must already know that they want it. We haven't got time to educate them in an ad that this is something that they should want. Or have you considered? It needs to be something, kind of top of mind problem, and then we can suggest that we can solve it. So I think that's what we did for the sales letter, or whatever it was, for the full course. But for this specifically, I want them to come to the webinar. And the big thing about webinars is, basically, their hesitance is it a pitch fest, and is it a waste of time? Okay, so they're different kind of problems to selling the thing. Okay, if they know that they want to, cure that problem, and it's going straight to the sales page, then that kind of promise is okay for that kind of ad. But that's a kind of a direct, a direct sale kind of approach, really. But in that case, the only obstacles are, the usual ones, which is, do they believe it? Do they trust it? Will it work for them? Okay, but that's it. But then, then if they're happy with that kind of thing, and do they understand it? Is obviously going to be another big one. But if all those things are in place, and it's a problem that they know that they have, and they're willing to spend money to solve that problem, then that's basically the obstacles, and then they'll basically just buy it. Okay, because they know that buying it is basically the solution, That's it. There's no other steps. They're either in or they're not. And in that kind of funnel, that's what it needs to overcome. These are the objections. But even though this is free, still the big objection is, this. Is it a pitch fest? And is it a waste of time? So this is what we really need to solve. Okay, so as I say, it's not easy. Let's bring that down one so it fits in the line. And we need to do this in kind of like 5 words. Okay, so it's not easy. So how can we, reassure them that it isn't a pitch fest? Well, it is. So, if we're being honest, it's an extract or a preview, or part 1, or a module from, the big course, or it's a sample, or a trial, or it's a preview, that kind of thing. So if we're being honest, we could say that, but how sexy it is to say that, I don't know. I'm hoping that we can get around the pitch fest thing if we can, control the waste of time thing, and then it won't be, they won't mind if it, well, they might mind if it's a pitch fest, but that won't be. The biggest objection, the biggest thing will be that they want to consume the thing because it's not a waste of time, and they may well realise that it's about buying something at the other end. So we can play with the honesty angle bit of it in a minute, but the big thing is not a waste of time because. Okay, so we basically want, to promise some direct answers. Okay, but they also need to be answers that that work. Okay, and ideally, it wants to be, easy, quick, understandable. And most importantly, that they can do it. If we can get that in, we may not be able to get all this all in, but this would be the ultimate kind of approach angle that we want to present to them. So again, why? What can we do to show that it's not a waste of time? So I'm probably going to go with the answers that work one. So the other thing is that this is the social or industry proof. So ideally, if we had a case study, and if we haven't got one of our own, we can use one of the industries. So it could equally be industry proof. It doesn't have to be necessarily what the results that we've got, but the results that this kind of thing achieves. Obviously better if we can got our own, but if we haven't, because this is the first Christmas we've released it, then this might be all that's open to us. So so I'm kind of stuck at the moment with the kind of 3 ways to kind of thing. I don't really like that because it's it sounds silly, but at the exact moment I don't have an option to that. So I think it's gonna, for the minute, 3 ways to do something. 3 ways to, and what was the original promise again? Are you ready for the Christmas rush? 3 ways to not insure. handle, cope, inspire. Put anywhere down while we're thinking. 3 ways to inspire your Christmas rush. Okay, so it might be otherwise like 3 steps or something, but anyway, that's something like that. So the only thing I don't like about that, I'm happy with what that kind of says, but I'm not happy with the kind of selly, nature of it. But I think we'll just flesh that out, and then I think it will become obvious, maybe. I'm hoping of what we say there. So. Of course, I've forgotten what is in the Christmas frenzy now. But it was basically. What was it? It was something like. It was something like reach or attract. I'll put the track back in. So one of them was attract, reach. One of them was to satisfy from that. Is to let them know they're in the right place. Okay, and then I don't think it's what I'm using, but anyway. But the third one is the excitement, the fun, and the solution. Okay, that you've got that. Okay, so they're the kind of 3 steps involved in Christmas frenzy. So it's to increase the reach, let people know they're in the right place, and then again, I'm not going to actually say guarantee, but and guarantee the excitement, the fun, solution is with you, or that that you are the answer. Or the go-to guy, I think is the way I described it in the course. There, if you in no particular order, become your buyer's go-to guy for Christmas. Ideally, we want the specifics of how they're going to do that. With one simple strategy. Okay, again, that's horrible. It's gone all salesy again. But anyway, let's put anything down. We'll come back to it in a minute. I always lose my buttons. There we go. So it's no more. Okay. I'm just going to take that off because it's horrible. In one move, I'll put that. It sounds a bit like chess, but at least it's not, salesy. As salesy. So what I'm trying to say is add momentum to your Christmas campaign, but that's awful. So we're just going to put the easiest ways to create your own Christmas countdown. Not rush, not advent calendar. I'll just put runway for a minute. And then more clients find you. So we'll put Yeah. Again, it's getting salesy, but attract more buyers. Repurposing. There we are. In fact, if we put it the other way around, it'll sound less salesy. Repurpose. Hang on. Repurpose. There we are. Existing content to attract more buyers. Okay, so and this is all basically in the course. So, that's it. So, it's not so salesy. We might need to, tone it down a bit, or put the excitement in. But basically, that's what we're actually. They are the 3 steps we're actually doing. So, become your buyer's go-to guide for Christmas in one move. So, we're mentioning buyers. They obviously want buyers. They probably understand that being the go-to guy would be a good thing, and in one move, although it's a bit out of context, it sounds encouraging and it's not salesy. The easiest way is to create your own Christmas runway. So to be on an airport kind of gig here, and repurpose your existing content. Let's make it about them to attract more buyers. Again, buyers, but attract more buyers. It's obviously about extending reach. So they probably know they want more buyers. Runway is probably the wrong word. It might actually be frenzy. That's the name of the course. I don't know. But I quite kind of like runway. I don't know. And become your buyer's go-to guy. And again, we could just make that a little less clumsy. I always put shoppers in there in one move. So that's a little less salesy, I think. Be the go-to guy. I'm more instantly attracted to that. And Christmas shoppers, obviously, just another word for buyers. So that's good. But Christmas shoppers is obviously a very definite thing. So that's good. So if we were using these 3 actual bullets for what we're actually in the in the webinar, we can see that maybe we could title that with, or headline that with something that sums that up. But without sounding salesy. To see how you can make Christmas go with a bang. Okay, again, we might change this, but it's something. But I kind of instantly prefer that to 3 ways to inspire your Christmas rush. So see how you can make Christmas go with a bang, because it's in the right kind of language. So the only doubt I've got here is the C, because that's like they're watching. I really want to learn or discover, but again, they're kind of overused words, so they sound a bit crappy. It could be watch, watch as I. Again, not fantastic. So we'll think, see, then discover, watch. In fact, we can just go straight in, can't we? Make Christmas go with a bang. And optionally, we can tell them what it's about. Make your Christmas shop or store, or whatever we're going to say, go with a bang. But yeah, basically make Christmas go with a bang. It's basically what I want. So it's sharp, it's punchy, it's in the right language, it's not salesy. There's none of the words that everyone else would be using, like 3 ways to and all this sort of stuff, or learn and discover or watch, which all sound like viewer things and not actually doing it yourself. Deploys are too big a word for most people, although that's the kind of action phrase that I want. But make Christmas go with a bang. Be the go-to guide for Christmas shoppers in one move. The easiest way to create your own Christmas runway. Might change that to frenzy. Repurpose your existing content to attract more buyers. That's that's kind of curious. How we would do that. Easy, we've got in there. Christmas frenzy. That's kind of working. Runway is probably too abstract, although I actually quite like it, because I don't mind if they have a rubberneck moment on the words, so long as they understand what the words mean, even if it's an unusual usage. So the more time they're thinking about what does he mean runway, I've got their attention. I'm top of mind. So that's probably going to annoy them and aggravate them. So maybe that's what they should. Another reason to come. So I'm not sure that sometimes being a little unusual can work. Sometimes you can go too far. But that's kind of good. And we could have a big airplane with Santa. Santa in the sky, that kind of thing. In the sky visuals, which would kind of, do it, and the houses could be a runway. So there are ways that we could visually connect, the kind of airport theme into this, if we wanted to. So we could do that, but we'll see. I'll have to just decide. I might split test it, or I might not. I might decide it's a terrible idea in a minute. I don't know. But at the moment, Christmas runway is unusual, so I actually quite like it. But I'm a bit of a weird sort of copywriter. Anyway, so have we got attention in there? Make Christmas go with a bang. That's pretty attentive. It's congruent. Okay, that's the big thing. Okay, it's not hey or make a million before breakfast or anything stupid. It's not salesy. It's obviously about them and helping them. That's the promise. That's the Wi-Fi FM. If you want your Christmas to go with a bang. So it's just arguing whether we're going to put the shop in or whether that comes across in some other way. And then we actually tell them what they're actually going to learn. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hang on, there we go. I can't really say webinar cheat sheet, but anyway, so I'm going to have to lift that up as well because I've run out of room again, as always. So webinar cheat sheet, it's not really what we want to say, but in fact, don't really want to put the time in because that could put them off or whatever. I'm going to call it an online seminar rather than a webinar because again that makes it sound a bit different. We could put experts there. And it could be e-com store. Join the round table. Let's put that, something like that. Join the round table, and ecom store experts. For this online seminar. Okay, so that's the kind of tagline, action phrase, and and then it'd be I don't know if it would be book now, but something. We'll put some sort of words there to mean that. Reserve your seat, but that'd be too long. Maybe not. Actually, I don't know. It could be join us now. I quite like that actually. Actually, I like that a lot because again, that's weird for an online seminar, but because it's an anytime, an auto webinar, it's basically they can join it any time, and and get the benefit from this. So it's not really reserve your seat. It's kind of just turn up now. So there's a lot of immediacy in that, and I quite like that. So join us now. Again, unusual, not what everyone else is putting. Again, not salesy. There's no mention of cost. We're not having to say free or whatever. We might put in small print. No credit card required or something like that, which is another way of saying free. That kind of works, I think. So there we are. I think we've done it. So would people come to an event like that? Well, I'm going to run this advert and find out. So this is all horrible. Let's make that smaller and make it grey. So that's what we're not using. So there we are. We've got some ideas from visuals there. It might be a centre in the sleigh in the sky, at least. Then the houses. I've written there. The houses, like a runway. To justify this runway thing, I don't know if it'll be runway. I'll split test those two, I think. And I'm happy with that, and I like the call for action there and the small print there, just to cement it. Okay, and so they'll turn up. They'll actually get these 1, 2, 3, and then the follow up basically. There's two follow-up. There's a kit, there's a WordPress plugin, and there's a I've forgotten. Oh yeah, the other I forget how many it is now. But anyway, the other 6 modules or whatever you want to call them, or techniques, tactics, techniques. Okay, that won't be on the ad, but it's just for my own reminder. So that's what we're doing. So the webinar will end with if you enjoyed that, it made sense, you go do this, and these are the things you can do it with. And if you want more of them, there's another 6 which are even more impactful. Okay, no, that I don't like that because that makes it sound like what we just told them is crap. So. We might just say another 6. Another, powerful. So I could say equally, but I don't want to, labour it home. But I don't want to say, better tips or anything, because then again that makes it seem like, what they just watched is not of consequence, and that's not, the way it is at all. These 3 tips are actually, pucker, and they'll help them, even if they just do these 3. But if they want to go the extra mile, then there's another 6 or however many it is. I need to go look up, and then we're there. So that's basically it. Other than to say, if you've missed this, well, you wouldn't have missed this show, otherwise you wouldn't hear me saying this. But if you've missed the back issues, past and future, you'll get 24/7 access, plus the no-fail marketing course, which you can't get any other way. And you can put in the coupon code ByBuick Show, save a lot of money. But if you want to join the paid vault, it's just click.com ByBuick Show. Okay, so I think it's well worth doing, because there's a load of stuff in there now. Plus the no-fail marketing course, which, as I say, you can't buy any other way. Let me just put that as a coupon. Okay, so hopefully that all makes sense. So that's it. So we got there. We did our thing, live on air, no rehearsals, no preparation, obviously, as you can tell. We've got the copy for our for our next ad for the free webinar. And as I say, the funnel that I'm doing is I'm just driving the people straight to the results in advanced content, and then hit them with the upgrade if they want more. I can't remember, I wrote that down now, but I wrote it down somewhere. Anyway, that's it. So I'll see you next time. Remember, if you want to join the vault, click.com/ByBuick Show, put in the coupon ByBuick Show, save a load of money. So that's it for now. I'll see you tomorrow for another exciting episode of the ByBuick Show. So I'll see you then. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.